My name is Jacqueline Vance, and this is my third video, the first one on an animation tool. And today I'm going to go over what I've learned in Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Character Animator. So here's a list of what I've learned. I've learned to use the basics of Adobe Photoshop to draw my own characters. The only experience I've ever had using Photoshop was very elementary picture editing, and that was a long time ago. I've learned that there's a lot more to Photoshop than that. I've learned to add layers in Photoshop to make a file compatible with Adobe Character Animator. I've learned how to import my own sketches and drawings to turn them into characters. And I've learned how to use Adobe Character Animator to record with my own character. So I'm first going to go to Photoshop. I really wanted to walk you through how to actually set up these layers, but it takes way too much of my computer and I can't record at the same time without it lagging and not working. But all I did was create folders. So I made the main character folder, and then I added a folder for the head. Then under the head, we have the mouth. And then I have all of these mouths that will help it actually talk in the animator program. These mouths that I used with the vacuole are actually pre-made mouths that I got from online. But I drew everything else using the tools over here. So I just used the shape tool to make the circle for the head and the eyes. And then these lines right here, so when it blinks, it will know to blink. So the left eye, I have left blink on there. I put a plus sign in front of left pupil because for it to follow you in the animator program or to be able to mimic your eyes, it has to have the plus sign in front of it and it reads it. I have the one for the right eye as well. The origin, which is where it's going to be based off of when you move your head. Layer 1 is just that circle. And that's all I have on my character. Now you can go as far as putting hands and all of that, but the reason that I wanted to use Photoshop was because most animation tools that you find, they're only animal and people characters. So I really wanted to be able to turn cell organelles into characters just to introduce their functions on my assignment. So right here, I've actually drug it into Character Animate. So when I saved it on Photoshop, I made sure to save it as a PSD. So then I imported it from right here, which is what you see here. And then it just follows me. So as I'm talking, it's talking. If I move my eyes, it moves its eyes. If I move my eyebrows, it moves its eyebrows. And there are a lot of extra tools here as well. So you can rig this to make sure it knows where all the points are. So make origin there. If you are using arms and legs, you can make sure that it's there. So by marking right eye, it notices that that is the right eye. And notice that what would really be our left is its right, so it's important to distinguish those apart. And then I can record it, introducing its function, save it as a video, and then import it to another kind of video, which is what I plan to do, to use a different animation tool to kind of walk through all of the steps individually. But I really wanted to bring life to all of these organelles so students could better visualize them.